wasn't looking until the day I looked at you. I wasn't searching, walking through life somehow I never knew what I was missing. There was some distance I still had to go.
All the years we have been together, I've been asked by you and others, but mostly you, what it is that I love most about you. I've had a hard time describing it. I've often said that you are the sweetest person I know because I felt like it described all the little things I love.
When I first met you, I had no idea that you would one day be the most important person in my life. As I look back to freshman year of college, I remember a slightly less mature and slightly more annoying version of you.
The unique ways you react to news at any kind, or how you can phrase things to make them sound so precious and pure. I've always adored your syntax. But I said that because I thought it was the closest way to describe what I felt was the reason. And although it's true, I never felt like it articulated why I was drawn to you and why I love you so much.
Sophomore year, I began to feel differently about you. I started to get to know a humble, hardworking, and caring Dylan through spending more time with you, mostly in the library.
With you I can see it. The future looks clear and it's bright. Life has new meaning. As long as your hand's here in mine.
So Sav and I really didn't become friends until probably sophomore year, because I would just bug her in the library when I would take a break from studying, and I basically forced her to take a break from studying. But at that point, you could actually see the chemistry that was building between the two. Dylan would sit on one side of the room, Savannah on the other, but they just constantly talking back and forth the whole time.
Although we started off as just friends, there always seemed to be an undeniable and indescribable connection between us. Now, 5 years later, I can't imagine spending the rest of my life with anyone else. There's no one more patient, more loyal, or more thoughtful than you. And I find myself falling more and more in love with you every single day.
She met Dylan through swimming, so that was probably her biggest prize for swimming. And Dylan is an amazing guy. He's just so thoughtful, caring, and a hard worker. You can tell he makes my daughter happy.
Sav is the perfect person for you because no one would sit in our room for hours on end on her phone while you didn't talk to her and you played Madden 08.
Recently I've thought about it more and think I have an answer that is closer to the real reason. I don't consider myself to be a particularly emotional person. Critical thinking, analysis, and logic are what I have studied for years, typically base decisions on and will use every day in my career. However, I think that all the different emotions that we feel, especially the good, but sometimes the unpleasant, are what makes life wonderful. And what I love most about you is your one-of-a-kind ability to feel every emotion at its deepest and purest level. I think it's why I do all the little things I love in the way that you do them. Like how excited you get for ice cream, how you worry about a fish you didn't even want, and how you smile holding a baby. All this comes from how strongly you feel happiness, sadness, love, and everything in between.
The plans we make and chances we take,
feel everything more with you. Quiet confidence and trusting every step. And we know that our faith will get us through.
I know that marrying you means I never have to go through anything alone because I know you will always be there. You always have been, and you always make everything better. You know what makes me happy, you know what makes me sad, and everyone knows you know what makes me anxious. But you also know what makes me feel better, whether that's just giving me space, giving me reassurance, or taking me to get ice cream. For that, I am forever grateful.
It's the first page, our story starts here. Our story starts here. Before our eyes, now we find it all becomes so clear. Our story starts here.
I think I love this most about you because it is a counterpoint to myself, and through it you help me to experience all of the most beautiful things in life. I know that the one thing I have felt at its deepest and purest level is my love for you.
As we move into a new and exciting chapter in our life, I look forward to creating more memories with you and growing with you. You challenge me to be the best version of myself every day. Because of you, I am not as afraid to try different things or go after new opportunities. I know I have a #1 fan in you who is supporting me no matter what happens and always pointing me back to Jesus and His plan. I am truly the luckiest girl in the world.
If you had asked me 7 years ago if I thought Dylan would be getting married, I would have been audibly laughed and said not unless it is to math, Madden 08, or swimming. Sherry Harker, mother of the groom, says it best. Savannah's degree in psychology has allowed her to understand Dylan in a way that not many can.
Our story starts here.
Do I have to say what comes next? You may kiss your brother.